right, Coach. Thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium. In Foxborough, Mass. Tonight we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10. Howard. And a quick throw here that's complete. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Here's second and 7 now from the 28. First carry now for Jordan Howard. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. Here's the offense, and sometimes you got to show. Love to the big guys.
That you do. And we're talking about Jason Kelce now, not Travis, his brother, who plays tight end. Jason lines up at center, a threat to go to the Pro Bowl each and every year.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And Jeffrey's got it. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 23. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz eluding the pressure right. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they're led out by a guy who learned from one of the great ones in his first few years in Tom Brady. This is Jimmy Garoppolo.
When you're back up to one of the all-time great players, if you don't spend time picking that guy's brain or just watching and observing how he does things to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a 1st down. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 58 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken about the 12. He had a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive down with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
Wentz connecting with his tight end, Goddard. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43. To throw is Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Right back to Sanders on first down. A tackle that time by Ahkello Witherspoon.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Wentz. Flush to his right. It's caught by Aguilar. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Throwing now is Wentz. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Here's Clement. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
He's checking. Crash. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. No.
They'll run with Clement. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and then converted a 2nd time for 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham applied the heat off the edge.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 51 yards on the punt there. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Miles Sanders, 60 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A minute 55 left to go in the first half of play.
Go ahead.
Coming up at halftime in a little... Less than 2 minutes will send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Watch the run.
And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. And this,
looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field on an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Jimmy Garoppolo now to lead his offense back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To throw. It's Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Drop deep, drop deep.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Exit. 10. 47's the mic, boy. 47.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
80 weapon. Safety's creeping. Check 26, check 26.
Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They get the first. The decision to run on third and medium winds up being a good one.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Garoppolo completes it to Samuel. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard. You don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
64, win.
7-yard line.
No. 6 guys, check 6 guys.
Another run here with Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Wentz now on 1st down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Sunday. Jump. Check 3.
They'll run with Sanders. And an alley to run. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. They'll run. It's Sanders. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wentz again. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Wins to throw again. Steps away to his left. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, you know, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Wentz under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Nick Bosa, what a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack on first down, Wentz, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Set to take over again here on offense, Jimmy G and the 49ers. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, an even 90 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He has a chance to hit that often elusive 200-yard mark on this drive.
And most of the time during a game, people aren't keeping track of individual statistics.
Are you sure?
Well, a lot of the runners kind of know. But I'll guarantee you someone has sent word into the offensive line that he's got a chance to get over 200 on this drive. That should give them a little extra motivation because they love it when backs break that barrier.
Absolutely. We'll see if he can do it. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On the counter now, it's Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Wentz. Flushed out right. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Shotgun now for Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Play action. Now Wentz rolling to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up.
That's caught inside the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides. So I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
anytime we have a defensive battle. But that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play. And the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this fourth quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Carson Wentz in the offense. Down by 1. A little over 80 ticks to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. They'll go again with Sanders. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On second down now, it's Sanders. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll run on first down. Sanders. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. This to almost certainly win the football game. And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.